Welcome to another episode of ECE Lab Safety Tutorials. Our first priority is your safety. Before you injure yourself or anybody around you, I will be giving you this brief safety presentation. The Biomedical Lab is located in McLeod 402. In this lab, you will learn theory and experiments involving instruments for general, orthopedic, cardiac, and minimally invasive surgery, as well as sensors for respiratory, cardiac, bioelectric, biochemical, and nervous system measurement. Let's take a closer look at what's special about this lab. There is a treadmill in the lab. In case anyone misinterprets the reason why it is here, please don't work out on this machine, even if you don't have time to go to the gym. The wheelchair is not your vehicle to travel around the lab. It has its own purpose in lab tasks. At each bench, you will also notice a patient monitor, which is a powerful machine that can monitor electrocardiographs, respiration, blood pressure, and other vital statistics. And here are more tools and instruments you will get to use: stethoscope, respiratory flow meter, sutures and scalpel, sphygmomanometer, laparoscope trainer, and power rotary tools. To make sure you have a pleasant experience with these interesting but sometimes hazardous tools, you need to know how to safely handle them. First off, treadmill rules. Before getting on, check if the area is clear so you don't fall into anything like a wheelchair. Make sure the red pad is slid under the treadmill. The machine should be off when you get on. When the treadmill is operating, you can step to the side and turn it off. Second, hand tool rules. Make sure you wear safety glasses. If it's a messy job, wear rubber gloves. And make sure the workpiece is clamped to the bench vise. Third, rotary tools. Before inserting the battery, the switch should be off. Before turning it on, make sure you are holding the tool with two hands. Before putting the tool down, make sure it is off. Remove the battery if necessary. Fourth, medical device rules. For blood pressure measurements, do not perform more than once per hour per arm. It stops blood circulation, which isn't good for your arm, and it doesn't take an accurate measurement anywhere. For ET CO2 measurements, you will need this mouthpiece to plug into the patient monitor. This device will be put in the mouth, so it is for one time or at least one person use. For the peak respiratory flow meter, make sure you put on a disposable mouthpiece before use. Once you're done, throw the mouthpiece in the garbage. For sharp tools, razor blades and needles are very hard to notice. They can cut flesh very easily. Never leave anything sharp lying around. Someone who cleans the bench, sweeps the floor, or picks up the garbage may get stabbed by something that is too small to notice. You are responsible for protecting everybody's safety, not just your own. Do not use your mouth to hold the blades or needles.
Who does that?
Leo? After you're done using them, throw them in the sharps container, not in the garbage bin. For the stethoscope, clean the earpieces and both sides of the belt before and after use, whether or not it is your own. Final rules. Don't risk your health for experiment results. Do not continue with the task if you feel it is uncertain or unsafe to do so. Tell the TA or instructor if you feel you cannot continue with the task. You don't need to give a reason. What's up?
I don't feel like I can do this alone.
Why?
I don't need to give a reason.
And finally, here is where all the safety equipment is located. Emergency information cards are located on the walls around the lab. The fire extinguisher is just beside the door. The breakers are located along the wall beside the bench. The first aid kit is located near the door. This concludes our Biomedical Lab Safety Tutorial. On behalf of the entire engineering services team, I'd like to thank you for paying attention. Now, before you start your first lab, please remember to follow the best practices. Assess risks, keep your workspace clean, and always follow all safety rules.